You think you want abs, you don't, and I reckon I can prove that before the end of this video actually happens. Because here's what I've actually seen working as a coach. I've coached men all the way to the body they swore they would change their entire life for, right? They have been lean, they've been defined, the exact version of themselves that they held in their head and they carried for years, and most of them got there and felt almost nothing. To be honest, a good few of them felt worse, and then every single one of them did the exact same thing. They picked a new number and then they just started chasing that new number again. And I've done it as well. I've been there in the exact same position. So before you run another diet to fix how you feel, let me show you what is really going on, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let me start by asking you one simple question. Why do you actually want abs? Not the surface answer, the actual real answer that sits a wee bit deeper. If I sat across from you and just kept asking why, we'd get to the bottom in at least 4 steps. Like the absolute worst case scenario, right? You want abs, why? So you look good with your top off. Why does it actually matter to you? So you want that feeling, right? You want to feel confident. Why do you want to feel confident? So you can stop feeling like you're not quite enough. That is basically the reason. That's exactly the reason it is. That's the actual finish line. It's not the abs. It's the feeling that you're after of not being enough. That feeling of not being enough will be cured when you get towards the abs. But the thing is, and that is not going to help, right? Here's the thing you need to understand. Abs aren't actually the goal. They are a byproduct, a proxy. It's just a stand-in, and it's a thing that you're trying to chase because you believe it will hand you the thing you actually want. You don't actually want the six-pack. That is what you're thinking you want. What you actually want is you want the six-pack delivers to you. To feel wanted, to feel in control, to feel like you finally measure up to something. Trust me, that matters far more than it actually sounds, because what happens on the day that you get it, right? What happens when you actually get there to get the abs? Picture the day you hit it, right? It's the leanest you've ever been. You take the photos, you look in the mirror, and for about a week, maybe even 2, it feels fantastic, it feels brilliant. There's just something that seems to click, right? And then something quietly just happens. It's pretty grim, it just becomes another normal day. The body you would have killed for 2 years ago turns into the body you glance at every single time. You just look in the mirror every morning and you just stop noticing, right? Psychologists have a name for this. They call it hedonic adaptation. And playing in simple terms, whatever you get used to stops giving you a hit, dopamine hit. Your brain resets its baseline to whatever you have now, it shrugs and goes looking for the next thing, the next shiny object. Now, there is a sister idea that's called the arrival fallacy. This is basically the flat feeling you get after reaching a goal you were dead certain would make you happy. But you spent yourself years convincing that the summit will feel a particular way. You finally stand on it and the view is just the view. The feelings you were promised never actually turned up, right? And it turns up for maybe a weekend and then just disappears again. So now you're stood there, you're lean, and you still don't feel enough. That is not the problem, because abs were never the thing that were never going to make you feel enough. It's never going to make anyone feel enough. And your brain does the only thing it knows how to do. It decides that the target must have been wrong. So you start dropping the body fat lower, you get bigger, you get leaner. Something still happens to move the line. That's why you've hit every single goal you've ever set after and shifted the goalposts every single time. It was never going to be the last one. A proxy has no finish line. That is the whole problem with it. There's a trap that nobody warns you about either. And here's where it turns from disappointing into actually damaging. When you train to fix how you feel about yourself, your training actually becomes a punishment. Every single session you do is paying off a debt you feel you owe for not being good enough yet. The food turns into joyless, the mirror ruins your mood, and the good reflection turns into maybe a somewhat of a decent day. But if you have a bad one and you're short with everyone in your house, you don't even know why, and it just spirals and gets worse. And even when it works, look at what you've built, right? If you look out of what you've built, a body's made out of self-hatred. The problem with that is it's brutal, and it's pretty fucking simple as well. A body you got by hating yourself can only be kept by hating yourself. The day that you stop, the engine that basically drove it all, the whole thing cuts off and it falls apart. I've watched loads of guys get shredded for a wedding, a holiday, and then literally as soon as it's all done, they put it all back on within a few months, and every single one of them blames their discipline. It's never the discipline, it's very rarely discipline. The fuel was self-disgust, and no one alive can outrun that forever, right? It always runs dry. The thing is as well, I know this runs from the inside. I spent a good chunk of my life skinny and soft and convinced that a leaner body was actually the thing to actually going to get me where I want to be. It was basically the door to finally feeling good about myself. The door just leads to another door. It took me an embarrassingly long time to work out that the room that I was actually looking for was never behind the body fat percentage that I just thought would look good. It's not. Now, I'm not here to tell you to stop wanting to look good. Like, this is the thing, wanting to look good is fine, it's human, it's normal. The problem is never the body. The problem itself is making the body the verdict on whether you're allowed to feel okay about yourself, and that is the issue in itself. So here's how you actually flip that. 4 things, and they're pretty simple on purpose. Number 1, you need to split the goal from the feeling. Get your phone out and write down what you think the abs will actually give you. Is it going to be confidence? Is it going to be respect? Is it going to be feeling wanted? And then be honest with yourself about whether a strip of muscle in your stomach actually hands you any of that, or whether you've actually been outsourcing your entire sense of self-worth on your midsection, which is not ideal either. Number 2, train as someone, not just towards something. Stop saying you need to hit 12% body fat if it's never been in your actual arsenal to do so. Start saying, I'm a man who trains, full stop. One's a target you can fail at, the other's just one who you are on a wet Tuesday in February, is who you are. Right? Outcomes can be missed, and it's identity you simply keep showing up to. Number 3, set a floor, not a finish line. Decide the minimum you'll always do, no matter what. 3 sessions, get your protein hit, steps in, something you could hold for 10 years without it taking over your life, right? You're not chasing a peak you fall off the back of, you're defending a standard you need to live at. Number 4, cut the mirror loose from your mood, right? This one's hard for a lot of people. You need to judge the week on what you did, the sessions, the food, the sleep, not the reflection on just a random morning or a terrible car reflection window. It's going to lie depending on your light, SWOT or sleep, everything. Your actions don't lie, so you need to score those instead. You don't really want the abs, you want to feel like you're enough. And here is the cruel thing in amongst all of that, the joke of it all. The man who feels enough first is the one who actually keeps the body, because he's not training to escape himself. He's training because he already decided he was worth the effort to do so. When you start building the guy or the man, the body comes with it. That's what happens. It's not the other way around. It doesn't need to work against it, it works with it. And it always is that way. If this is the kind of thing you want more of, the stuff sitting on the surface of the training, then subscribe and stick around, because this whole channel is built on it, right? Everything else and this is in the bio, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.